Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the reading today. I'm so excited to be doing this reading because we're doing something a little bit unique. We're actually going to be reading specifically into divine masculine energy. Many of you listening here on this channel, at least thus far, I guess I can't speak for this video because maybe addressing the divine masculine more directly will actually call in more awakened divine masculines to join our community here, which, by the way, if you are a divine masculine, I'm really excited to have you here, and I would love to hear from you in the comments. Also, any thoughts or perspectives that you have. I think that the presence of more divine masculines here on this channel could be such a beautiful thing for helping to also support divine feminines along their journey, because it's really healing for us as divine feminines to be in the presence of divine masculines who are doing the work, who are healing and expanding and growing themselves spiritually. It's very healing to have these kinds of divine masculine presences. So I'm going to be shuffling the cards here, but I also want to let you know that if you haven't yet listened to it, I actually just completed a reading for the divine feminine energy. So if you want to listen there first, you can do so, or of course you could do the reverse and listen here first, then head over to that video after. But I will leave a link to that divine feminine energy video in the description box for easy reference. So while I'm shuffling, if you would like to contribute your energy in a stronger way to the reading, I recommend liking the video and subscribing to the channel, as these are forms of energetic transference that do tend to allow me to pick up more easily on your energy and channel more specifically for you and your situation. I also want to say that right prior to starting this recording, I heard two downloaded messages from the divine masculine energy. The first was desiring union, and the second was tired of running. So, of course, when we channel into these collective energy dynamics, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, we're channeling into energies. So you might find that this relates to your internal divine masculine or divine feminine energy, because we all have a balance of both. You also could find this connects to an external person or situation in your life, or even global trends that you see taking place. So take it however it resonates for you, either at that more microcosmic or that more macro level. Okay, so when I got the words tired of running, I want to say that this could be someone who's run away from a specific connection, a specific person, but this also could be someone tired of running from something within themselves, something that they've been resistant to facing or to bringing to light. I am getting the Sun card here, and this card tends to represent new beginnings. So I feel that for a specific divine masculine, they may be tired of running from a new phase that's been trying to pull them into it. I'm getting some earth sign energy here, so maybe someone involved is an earth sign, but I'm getting the sense of someone having been in the past a bit resistant to change, to a new phase, trying to draw them into it, trying to push them in a new direction. I'm hearing it's different than the way they've been doing things or the way things have been done. And there's kind of a discomfort in that newness, but also this magnetism pulling them into it. And I feel they're finally tired of running from this new phase, from this new way of being, from this new earth, so to speak. So let's go ahead and shuffle the cards here. What else can I channel about the divine masculine energy at this time? Desiring to communicate clearly with the throat chakra card upright. I'm hearing I want this to be a consistent thing. So if there is a specific divine masculine that you're connecting with, they may be saying here that they desire some form of communication with the divine feminine to be more consistent or more clear. There's this desire for clarity coming through. Now, if this is applying for, let's say you're a divine masculine and this is applying internally for you, maybe there's something in your life that you're desiring clarity on, or a way that you're desiring to clearly express yourself or express yourself to the world. I just feel that communication energy that we could think of as a throat chakra energy really active in the divine masculine at this time. So if you are a divine feminine listening, you may actually have divine masculines reaching out to you or asking for clarity or wanting to communicate something clearly. What else can I channel about the divine masculine energy? So we have the Patience card in the upright position. It's interesting because I got that they were tired of running from something, but the turn into or back to whatever they felt that they were running from has this sense of longevity to it. It's not rushed. It's not impatient. It's a steady energy. It's like they've been running from something for a long time, and then they stop running and slowly lean into something that they really desire for the long term. It's like once they make that decision, they feel committed to it for the long term. Again, this could be a project. It could be something new in their life. It could be the connection with you if you're relating to this as a divine feminine. And I'm hearing allowing the chaos that goes along with that choice. So with storm warning upright, I feel that choice to be patient towards something, to allow something. It feels like it brings with it a lot of chaos. And maybe that's why they were resisting this new beginning, or why they were running from something, because they knew deep down that once they made this decision, once they made the turn into it, chaos would ensue in their life. And yet I see them I see a masculine energy just meditating in the middle of a rainstorm. It's like a storm is raging around them and they're just sitting there calm and peaceful, because they knew this storm was going to happen when they made this choice, but they've surrendered into it. And again, there is this sense of being there for the long haul, being committed to it fully once they make the turn into it. With door to value reversed, I feel the divine masculine is strongly shifting the way that they define their own value in the world, and also the value of other people and things. Their sense of value is shifting so dramatically, and this is happening on the solar plexus chakra. So it's affecting their sense of identity in a way that at times could feel very scary and ungrounding, because this is shifting the way that they perceive how they provide value to other people, to the world generally, and also how they perceive value from other people. I'm picking up on a masculine who may have dominantly really only perceived value in things that were tangible or very apparent to the senses, very concrete, maybe that held some form of monetary value or status or material value. But now it's like they're realizing that true value comes from the heart. And right as I literally was saying that, and I turned over the deck and we have the heart chakra card literally at the bottom of the deck. So they're learning that true value actually streams from the heart. But this shifting sense of value and worth, it's asking them to give up something that they used to place stock in. And this may actually lead to scenarios in the masculine's life where they temporarily feel as though they're actually losing material status or losing material things or value, or again, things that they may have exclusively placed value in the past. And that's part of this discomfort in this storm here. But what's carrying them through this is this new knowing that they are beginning to solidify that true value really comes from the heart, and that there's a higher way of creating and perceiving value in the world, that yes, they can manifest whatever they desire in terms of material things, success, status, but that the emphasis has to be shifted from the solar plexus, from the physical, tangible, to the heart chakra, to the heart space. And that this process of transition can temporarily look like a loss, or it can look very messy as the universe is really reordering things. But again, I feel the masculine here finding peace within the storm, with hostilities in the reverse position, because they sense on some deeper level, even if I'm speaking here about a masculine who may be not necessarily open or as open to traditional spiritual concepts or ways of understanding things, they are still a highly spiritual person, in the sense that they understand that there's something more out there. They do have some kind of personal connection to whatever they consider to be the divine, and they're feeling that being activated in a stronger way through this shifting sense of identity that they're experiencing. They're sensing on some higher level that what they're going through is a form of spiritual awakening or activation. And that's what is actually giving them this ability to find peace within the storm. Again, that sense, that image of someone meditating in the middle of a storm. Okay, so I'm going to be reshuffling the cards here, and I'm actually feeling guided to channel from some specific masculines coming through here. So of course, because this part of the reading is going to get more hyper specific, I especially recommend really utilizing your intuition. I feel for most of you listening, this will connect more with divine feminines who are tuned into this reading. You might find that a specific masculine you're connecting with now is actually coming through some of these hyper specific threads of energy. Okay, so what specific masculines want to come through to communicate with a divine feminine here? Yeah, okay, so we have the masculine card, but this says your twin or soulmate is seeking you. So I feel there's a masculine here that wants you to know that they are reaching out for you. They are seeking you as much as you are seeking them. I also got the word longing. We have the card material world. I was over-focused on, or I overemphasized the material world. Again, this gets back to that shifting sense of value. And we have appreciate reversed. So I see this may be a masculine who, in the past, because they overemphasized the value of material things or status, they may have actually underappreciated the tremendous value that you brought to their life that may have been mostly energetic, coming from the heart. This may have been emotional value. This may have been, again, something deeply energetic. We also have the card Sacred Journey. Understand who you truly are. This journey brings self-discovery. I feel a masculine here just feeling this deep appreciation in their heart of how much this journey with you, divine feminine, has changed them on such a core level. They're realizing now that this truly has been a spiritual journey, a sacred journey, that it's been so much more than the interactions that have happened between the two of you on the surface. It's been about bringing them into a discovery of who they really are beneath all of those material things on a much deeper level. This is a masculine ready to complete or finish out a cycle. I'm just hearing, I'm done. I'm done with that old pattern or dynamic, or I'm done running. I'm hearing, I want this as well. And I felt so much emotional intensity when I channeled that through from this specific masculine. Okay, can I get any more messages from this specific person coming through before we move on to another thread of energy? Yeah, I'm ready for commitment. So this is someone done with something from their past and ready for a new commitment here, whether that's a commitment or a recommitment to this sacred journey with you, or to some kind of specific relationship or connection with you. Okay, so I'm going to reshuffle the cards and channel into a few more hyper-specific masculine energies that want to come through here to communicate. But while I'm shuffling, I also want to let you know about my personal, most powerful tool for really meditating through the storms, so to speak, for balancing my own energy and also manifesting in my own life. And these are subliminals. Subliminals are audio meditations that contain unconscious spoken affirmations, and these affirmations are embedded within other sounds, tones, and frequencies, which is so powerful because it actually allows them to bypass the conscious filter of the mind, making deeper, more lasting impressions on the subconscious. And research has shown it's actually our subconscious that controls 95% of our thoughts, actions, and outcomes in life. So in reprogramming the subconscious mind, this is like a backdoor fast track to really resetting and magnetizing our whole energy and manifesting in our lives. So I personally saw more fast and effective results using subliminals than any other manifestation technique I had tried. So I've become so passionate about them, and I'm now sharing my own library of subliminals through my app, Sound and Soulful. On this app, I have over 130 subliminals for all different areas of life, from love to money to manifestation to mindset and so many other things as well. And when you sign up for a free trial account in the app, you get access to every subliminal I've created in 10 different background sound options. You can create your own custom private playlists, and you can even read the affirmations while you are listening. And the link to get started and sign up in the app is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. You can also find the app in the app stores by searching Sound and Soulful. Now for this reading, if you are a divine masculine listening, I would recommend my divine masculine subliminal called the Awakened Divine Masculine. If you're a divine feminine, I have a counterpart subliminal called the Awakened Divine Feminine. But I would also recommend for both, regardless, to explore the Love Magnetism subliminal. This is one of my favorites because it's designed to clear out any blockages you might be storing in any of the 7 chakras to unconditional love, to really make you magnetic in love and romance, and to help you manifest your highest timeline in love. So these subliminals will be listed under the video with the link as well. And again, you can download the app by following the link under this video or by searching Sound and Soulful in the app stores. Okay, so what other hyper-specific threads of masculine energy can I channel through this reading? Big goals in the reverse position. So I feel this is a masculine who used to feel as though they had a lot of ambition, a lot of big goals in their life. Maybe some of these things felt very materially based. It's almost like they're in a void now because a lot of these goals suddenly feel out of alignment with them. They suddenly no longer interest them in the same way because they're coming into this knowing of who they really are on a deeper soul level. And this is shifting, again, their entire sense of value in the world, their entire sense of identity. But I also feel it's not that they will never have big goals or ambitions again, or that they even don't currently. It's that those ambitions are shifting from the material to the spiritual. This is a masculine who is, by coming into a knowing of who they are on a deeper soul level, beginning to embrace a new soul purpose on this planet. I'm hearing it'll be even bigger. So they may have had big material goals, but these goals, dreams, and visions that are soul-based will actually be even bigger, even more profound, even more expansive than those goals that they may have set for themselves in the past. This is a masculine also realizing that the only way to fully approach you and connect with you consistently, divine feminine, with the feminine card, is to fully release their ego here, with ego in the reverse position. maybe this person even was blocked out of your life in the past because of something related to the ego. Yeah, with the card pause, there may have been a pause put on this connection until they fully released their ego or went through some kind of ego deconstruction here. We have the card self-worth. So I feel as though this is someone who actually has struggled in the past with feeling worthy, but they would cover this with something very ego-based. So they would almost like pretend to be overconfident or arrogant in kind of an egoic way because they were covering for a deep sense of unworthiness that they were carrying around. I'm hearing this may have involved an issue related to their mother or father. This could have been a childhood trauma. This may have been just something they picked up societally. But regardless, they had this worthiness issue that actually triggered them to have this overinflated ego, but this wasn't their true core energy. It was like this artificial energy that they were putting on. And I feel this may have ultimately pushed you away or created a pause in this connection. But now it's like they're realizing that they have to release that overblown egoic state they were holding on to if they want to connect with you. Victory reverse. This is someone who has been frustrated in the past, feeling as though they've failed at this connection or failed to maybe make a connection with you, with happy family in the reverse position. Can I get any more information here? Yeah, but that's because in the past, they were trying to go about it in a very physical, tangible, even in some cases, egoic way. And I just keep hearing the key to connecting with the feminine is from within yourself. So what they are being taught here, the lesson here that they are learning through all of this is that if they desire to connect with you, divine feminine, in the physical realm, they have to go from within themselves. I heard the name Toby or Tony here, some of those letters coming through. I'm going to be reshuffling the cards here and seeing if we can channel through anyone else, any other masculine energy specifically. Well, this one came out really strongly. The Nine of Pentacles in the upright position. This is a masculine who I'm just feeling waves and waves of admiration from. This might be someone who's dreaming of a divine feminine very often, or if not dreaming of them, there is just a very strong subconscious connection between the two of you, even a telepathy possibly. We have with the Nine of Pentacles this feeling as though they really admire how you've been using your voice to create something in your life, to create a state of happiness or to uplift others, or maybe you use your voice to create abundance or success in your work. But I just feel that the person in question here, this masculine, most strongly admires your voice, the way you speak, the way you process things, the way that you communicate here. And they also feel, again, this deep subconscious connection to you. They also really admire you as the Empress, seeing you as this, well, I'm hearing beautiful work of art, an eternal muse, which actually is resonant with an Instagram post that I just made. So if you'd like to check out that post, you can follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. But it's literally about how the divine feminine is an eternal muse. So maybe when I wrote that post earlier, I was actually partially channeling through this specific masculine energy that's now coming up in this reading. There's another card here. The Devil reversed. Okay, so this connection, it feels very healthy, very balanced. It feels as though it's almost like this masculine desires you to be free more than anything else. If you were dealing with a very heavy energy or situation or person in the past, I feel this specific masculine coming up here. It's almost like their soul is saying that when you, divine feminine, connect with your own freedom, the two of us continue to connect more naturally. It's almost like the two of you connect from this place of freedom. And it's true in the reverse as well. It's actually true for this masculine that when they are embracing their freedom, they connect more easily with the divine feminine here. So it goes both ways, but this is really beautiful because this is a bond that seems to thrive on mutual freedom here. Okay, so I'm really hoping in future readings to do more like this or in some kind of related vein to what we were doing here. So do let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this reading, if you have any recommendations for other videos you'd like to see. And of course, if you resonate with my energy, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. I am going to close this reading with a Rumi Oracle card, and the card to come out here is the Cloak of Christ. So I'm just going to read a guidebook message here, and the guidebook says, in the school of humanity, when you become intimate with God, you reside on the King's throne and teach the angels the nature of the divine, Rumi. And the guidebook also says, I'm getting to the part that I want to channel here. Love for you is a safe space, a place to fall into when you are struggling. It is a sacred container for your healing process, an energetic field that is stronger and more enduring than even the greatest fears or doubts. The purpose of this sacred container is to provide you with a feeling of being held, especially for those times when you are feeling that you cannot hold yourself. The unfolding of your life purpose is taking a turn for the better, and your energy is required to fuel that new life. So that feels like a really beautiful place to close the reading. Of course, if you do want to explore these subliminals I've created to help you reprogram your mind and manifest in your life, then the link to download the Sound and Soulful Subliminals app is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. Otherwise, I am sending you all huge amounts of love and light energy. Have an amazing day, and I will connect with you here again in the next reading.